Up into gang. Today I'm gonna be doing part 1 of What If Al-Khaji joined Straw Hat, or the Straw Hat Pirates, if you will. So basically, how this What If is going to go down is, when they first meet each other, Luffy somehow convinces Al-Khaji to join the Straw Hat Pirates. So let's just get right into this What If. While they're traveling on the seas, Aokiji tells Luffy that if he wants to stand a chance up against the admirals, he has to train. So Aokiji and Luffy train. Aokiji mainly focuses on Luffy's haki. A few weeks later, and it's now almost time for the ace execution. Luffy now has Conqueror's haki, Observation haki. He has all three types. Now, Luffy has also trained primitively in Gear 4. He's not yet at that level, but he is near the level of reaching Gear 4. But soon he will reach that level. No, Luffy has a little bit of Gear 4. No, Luffy can use Gear 4. But yeah. So basically, see Luffy as he reaches at Marineford with the rest of his Straw Hat Pirates. Luffy, Kuzan, Roronoa Zoro, Sanji, Frankie, Usopp, Robin, and Nami, and Brook, and Chopper. As they didn't say, all simultaneously, we're going to get Ace. As when Whitebeard looks, he says, "So the rumors I heard were true. Kuzan, you did join Straw Hat." Well, that was a little bit kind of unheard of. A Marine joining a rookie. As Luffy then goes rushing off, and Kuzan says, "It is my duty to protect that child. He's special. He's really special. He might even become the Pirate King someday. Of course he will. He and all of us will achieve our dreams. We are the Straw Hat Pirates, and I'm First Mate Zoro." Now, Zoro knows a little bit of... let's say by his own training, he learned how to get observation in not Conqueror's haki. Now, I feel like Zoro should actually have Conqueror's haki because he is a king. You gotta admit that. So Zoro is as strong as himself in the timeline right now. He just doesn't have all those attacks. He's as strong as himself after the 2-year time skip, which means he's a little bit OP. He's not Admiral level, but he is second Yonko Commander level, which is about, if I estimate, let me see, where is it? Okay, here it is, I passed it. Which is about Commodore level, or Commodore level. But he can basically keep up. He can fight a rear admiral, and they'll be, like, tying, but he can fight the admirals, but he'd barely be keeping up. Like, he wouldn't do a single attack on them. He'd just be dodging everything. So Kuzan is still admiral level. Luffy is actually stronger than rear admiral, and he is low admiral level. He's not admiral level, but he is low admiral level. So that does still mean that he is stronger than a rear admiral. Don't get mixed up. So Everybody else except for Sanji, except for Sanji are at least lieutenant level. Like Sanji is about at he's somewhere around where Zoro is, but he's not as strong as Zoro. Because y'all need to get in your head. Sanji's the cook, Zoro is a fighter and the first mate. And he is the commander of a half Yonko. That speaks volumes. Now Sanji might be strong, but if they were to fight, and Zoro were to use his full power up against Sanji, I have a feeling that he would get some cuts and bruises against Sanji, and Sanji would probably get some bruises against Zoro. But in an all-out fight, I have Zoro beating Sanji. Now, if it would be a different question if Zoro didn't have any. If it would be a different question if Zoro didn't have any swords, because then Sanji would overpower him. Now Zoro then says, like, I don't really know Zoro's attacks. I'm gonna look it up right now. What are some of Zoro's attacks? It said Missouri. So Luffy then goes rushing out as he uses his Conqueror's Haki on some of the people. Then he goes into second gear as he then teleports. But then Mihawk is about to sport a is about to cut Luffy. But all of a sudden, Zoro then teleports right in front of he then teleports right in front of oh my gosh, I forgot his name. He then teleports right in front of Mihawk as they both then clash. Zoro says, "You forgot you had me, Mihawk. Go, Luffy, but you still can." As then one of the warlords then come out of nowhere, as then Sanji then says, as his chef and second mate, "I'm not gonna let you hurt Luffy," as he then jumps from where he was and he goes for a kick to Doflamingo's chest, which catches Doflamingo off guard. Doflamingo is able to wrap his string around Sanji's leg, but he still gets kicked in the jaw by Sanji, which sends him flying, and he's not able to use his thing anymore. It's then untightened. As Luffy then jumps in the air, and then he says, "I'm coming for you, Ace!" And then all of a sudden, the Admiral Akainu then comes out of nowhere, as he's about to do a lava punch at Luffy. Luffy then says, "Dang it!" Luffy then says, "Move!" But then he realizes he can't defeat the Admiral, he can't waste his time on a strong opponent like an Admiral. So, like, he's got taught by Kuzan, so Kuzan's told him how strong the Admirals are and stuff like that. So then Luffy then bites his thumb as he then says third gear with then Haki and including Haki. As then all of a sudden it seems like Kuzan has teleported right to the spot where Luffy was, and he says, "Hey, Captain, let me fight this one off. You can go ahead." Now, Zoro is like, how do I say this? Zoro, yes, he's first mate and Yonko commander, but yeah, Luffy's raised in the ranks because of an admiral. So basically, Luffy now has the bounty of a good 1.8 billion. 1.8 bill. As Kuzan, a slight 3.6 bill on me. As Kuzan then teleports to to Akainu, as he says, you're not gonna defeat Straw Hat. So, I forgot to explain. Kuzan is basically the vice captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. So basically, what happened was Luffy. I mean, Luffy was told some stuff to. Kuzan told some stuff to Luffy about how he can become a vice cap. How he needs a vice captain and stuff like that. He asked Zoro because Zoro was the first person to join his crew, but Zoro turned it down. And then Zoro. The reason why Zoro turned it down is because he has to focus on his things. He said, since Luffy is now a Yonko, he says, I'll still become your first division commander, but I do not want to become the vice captain of this crew. As he then asks Kuzan, and Kuzan says, like you had a choice. Yes, I'll become the vice captain of this crew. As let's just get back to the fight. Kuzan puts his hands on the ground as a ginormous ice. Yeah, we're gonna be going over the limit. As a ginormous ice boulder then goes like this is a this. He then makes two ginormous ice balls as he then throws both of them at Akainu, and Akainu uses both of his hands to fight to fight the punch. But then Luffy says, "Oh no, you don't, Konganria!" As he then punches Akainu in the gut, sending Akainu flying. Now, nothing really is going to happen that's going to interest you, so we're just going to get over to Zoro's fight, because this is going to be a little interesting. As Mihawk tells Zoro, so it seems that you've become stronger. Are you now ready to face me, Rora Nora Zora? Thought you'd never ask. Oh, and also, I'm gonna become the world's greatest swordsman right here, right now at Marineford. As when they hear this exclamation, they like people then start to look down at this fight, man. Like they're like, ooh, it's great. It's great first mate Zoro versus great. Okay, I don't know if I should do this. Okay, so when I said about Zoro's training, Zoro was also taught by Rayleigh a little bit because he saw that Kuzan had Luffy on hips. So yeah, like this is a what if. Please just let me do my what if, and please don't hurt me in the comments, man. So we then see as Zoro says, just like the Dark King Rayleigh, I'm gonna become First Mate Dragon Zoro, as he got this name from Luffy, and now he's kind of digging it. As didn't say, okay, write that in your textbooks. Remember, make a new name for Roronoa Zoro. This is Son Goku. First Mate Dragon Zoro, or just Dragon Hunter Zoro, or just Dragon Zoro. I'd go with Dragon Hunter. Zoro's gonna get a bounty of 1 billion. Sanji's gonna get a bounty of 900 million. Oh, and everybody else, their bounty is going to be around like 200 million now. As Luffy then goes for a infamous Detroit Smart. No, we're not talking about Luffy. As Zoro then runs up, as he then attacks Mihawk. He says, Ultoragari Ultra Tiger Hunt! As Mihawk just looks at Zoro, underestimating this move. As he rushes in at Zoro with a strong, just random sword attack at Zoro, like a sword wave at Zoro. And then Zoro just smirks. You fool. As when Zoro does this attack, it's then it's kind of like a full counter, and then it then goes flying back at Mihawk as Mihawk does another sword slash, but the stick, it's so strong that it keeps flying at him, As he then gets hit right in the chest, he coughs out blood. Then he says, I underestimated you. I guess it's now time for the rookie to face the pros. As as Mihawk then rushes at Zoro. Zoro then says, I will not let you win! Asura! One Miss Silver! As then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they then both clash, which, what's his name? Which Mihawk is sent flying back. And Zoro then says, you see, let's end it off on this last attack. As oh my gosh. Wait, three sword secret skill, crossroad of six paths. Nobody ever told me that Zoro was related to the six paths. Met the six paths of pain. Death Lion Song, Great Dragon Twister, Pound Cannon. Okay. As Mihawk then uses his strongest attack, Zoro then yells out, Billionfold, World Trick Lee whatever. As Mihawk then does his strongest attack, what is Hawkeye Mihawk's strongest attack? What is Hawkeye Mihawk's strongest attack? Dang it. Yeah, so, I don't really know. Yeah, so basically, Zoro and Mihawk then clash with their both respective strongest attacks. As this sends layers of shockwaves. Now, we don't really know if Mihawk has any type of haki, so basically, Zoro uses his haki at full strength. He combined, Zoro has been working on a trick with Rayleigh. It's combining all of his haki, his Conqueror's haki, his Armament haki, and his, observation haki into one strong attack, which was the attack that I literally just mentioned. So basically, how this attack goes, so the Conqueror's haki, it makes his swords stronger and more fierce, as the observation haki then puts a layer of attack over it, so that no matter what you do, he'll be over you. And then the observation haki, when it's then fueled and powered into the sword, it makes this skill kind of. So, the sword, I can't explain. Wait, whoa. Yes, what if Luffy had the 8th gates? I'm just thinking about that, man. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about that. What if Luffy had the 8 gates? He'll be a straight up god, man. So, Zoro and Mihawk then clash, as this sends layers throughout the entire Marineford. Everyone's being pushed back. Even Luffy, the admirals, this attack is able to kill an admiral. It's able to kill, this attack is stronger than Fujitori's attack. This attack is stronger than when it's combined with all of his hakis. Don't get it mixed up. If he doesn't combine it with haki, yeah, he's not gonna, you know what I mean? Fujitori's gonna win. But then, this attack is on the caliber, don't get mad at me, but it's stronger than Shanks. I'm telling you straight up. When Zoro unlocks his true potential, he will be nearly as strong as Roger. He'll be a little bit weaker than Roger, but with this attack and this what if, he will definitely be able to, give Roger a problem. So if he was what's his name back in the day, then you would not want to face Zoro, as Zoro's bounty is going to have a huge jump. It's already at 1 billion. So yeah. As when Mihawk and Zoro clash, Mihawk is getting pushed back as then he says, "No, I will not let you." And then it's like they're going back and forth. But Zoro says, "I will not be defeated by you." Ta- I mean, I'm gonna be making up a new attack. Tagashi Tora no Mi! As Mihawk says, "What? What? Why did he use the incomprehensibles of a devil fruit name? He must be. Wait, do you have a devil fruit? No, it's just the name of the attack, you dumbass." As they then clash, as they're both then sent flying back, but Zoro lands on his feet as Mihawk lands inside of a wall in a crater. As when he gets out of the crater, he then falls on the ground. As you then see him, he's bruised up, battered, and cut. And then they then say, "Wait, if information is right, Mihawk and Shanks and red-haired Shanks used to spar. So if Zoro can defeat Mihawk, that means he's on the level of a Yonko." Now his attack is on the level of a Yonko, but if he were to go, like straight up with Shanks, he would not be able to beat Shanks. Now trust me, he would not be able to beat Shanks, but his attack, where Shanks' strongest attack, would probably give Shanks a little bit of problems, a little bit of problems. As Mihawk tries to get up, but when he gets up, he then feels blood just sapping out of his body. As when he looks down, he sees a ginormous gash pouring out of his body. As he then falls back on one knee, and then he coughs up blood. As the guy who raises zombies, like stuff like that, he's getting happy. He says, "If Mihawk dies, I can control his body. Hey, goody 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 goody, good good goody goody, goody 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 goody, good 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 goody, goody 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 goody, good 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 good." Good, 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 good. Okay, I need to stop doing that. As Zoro then stands there in shock as he says, "I've done it. I've done it." As everyone then sees a smile on Zoro's face. As Luffy then has a grin as he's looking back at Zoro. Zoro then says a little bit louder, "I've done it. I've become the strongest swordsman in the world." As Whitebeard is shocked, while his face has a little smile on it, he's still shocked from the inside. Mihawk. He defeated Mihawk. No way. As 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 Marines then back up, like let's just say that the fight between Marco and Kizaru is finished. Kizaru won, as Kizaru then pulls out a light sword as he then goes rushing at Zoro. But then all of a sudden he then gets bashed right in his jaw. I mean right in his head by Sanji. Sanji says, "Huh, the only one who's gonna touch the only one who's going to even lay a hand on Zoro in a battle is gonna be me, now that he's become the strongest swordsman in the world." I guess that must be a sign as everyone looks at Straw Hat Luffy. That we're all going to achieve our dreams. I will become the Pirate King! As he then blows air into his body and then he says, "Fourth gear!" As as Zoro then just smirks. And everybody on the Straw Hat team then smirks as 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 Luffy then as Aokiji then says, "Come on, we gotta get ready for the special attack." What special attack? Don't think that you're finished with me. As Akainu is just there, and like um Kuzan is not stronger than Akainu. Like, don't get it mixed up. He's not stronger than Akainu one bit. um, that's why Akainu's still here. But that punch from Luffy, no. So Akainu's not there right now because he's kind of injured, having why he's injured. As then the Straw Hat Pirates then look up as they say, "Well, I guess it's time to combine all of our strongest attacks and turn them into one." So basically, Fujitora, since Aokiji left, is now an admiral. Like, I don't know why I didn't mention that. I just really didn't care about this. Like, I just really did not care. But then as the Straw Hat Pirates then jump into the air, and then they all use their strongest attack. I don't know what Tony Chopper's strongest attack is. What is Tony Chopper's strongest attack? As yo, YouTube family, YouTube gang. Today I'm gonna be ending off this. What if? Like, comment, subscribe, share to all your friends on your social media platforms. YouTube, we're out. But wait, I just gotta ask one thing because this does not make any sense. Who is Kakashi's wife?
Here's a summary from Narutopedia, fandom. His successes were owed to his cold behavior and his ruthlessness in combat, signs that he was still upset by Rin's death. Minato therefore tried a different tactic, assigning Kakashi to protect Minato's wife, Kushina Uzumaki, during her pregnancy.
Now here's the thing. What I want to know is, why is Kakashi? Like, why would I look it up? Kakashi is somehow married to Kushina. Like, I don't really get that, man. Now this video has been 27 minutes. I'm gonna be ending off right here. This is way too long. Peace.